how a $4.8 billion Filipino food empire is destroying McDonald's. Guys, this is a bad timing because I'm starving. Okay, I'm starving. Let's see this video together.
In America, McDonald's is untouchable. 40,000 restaurants worldwide.
Yeah.
Hundreds of billions of burgers sold. The golden arches shine over every highway. But what if I told you McDonald's is starting to lose a battle? And not to Burger King, not to Chick-fil-A, but to a bee. A smiling red bee all the way from the Philippines.
I don't know why that was funny to me. I don't know, losing to a bee. But the thing is like, hey, man. Hey, what does Muhammad Ali say? Hey, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Hey, maybe this applies to that Jollibee. You feel me?
It sounds ridiculous, right? But
No.
Walk into Jollibee in New York, Los Angeles, or any other town, and you'll see something you won't find at McDonald's anymore.
Yeah.
Lines wrapping around the block. Families driving hours just to get a taste.
Why are you calling me out? Why are you calling me out? I deadass just did that for a cheat meal, right? Because I'm on a cut. I'm not trying to get into the whole workout thing right now, but yes, I'm on a cut. Like before, I was just eating and eating because I was trying to bulk up while working out, but now I'm on a cut, right? So I've been cutting down, but once a week, man, I drive like 2 hours to a Jollibee. Why is he calling me out? And yes, don't get me wrong. This is true. It is still packed. Every time I go, it's packed. And that's for good reason. All the workers just kind of in a rush because obviously everyone's there trying to get their order and they're doing it so good, such quality. But on top of that, it's always delicious. You know how sometimes like you can sometimes go to McDonald's and it can be inconsistent sometimes. Like you go, you're like, oh man, this is good. But then other times like, why is this burnt? Why is this? In Jollibee, never experienced that. All the times I've been to Jollibee in America and in the Philippines. When I went to the Philippines, I actually filmed that experience on my channel on a vlog. But you can check that out. It's 100 hours of Filipino food. That was amazing. The food in the Philippines, like the Jollibee, is better, of course, because it originated from there. It's better, but it doesn't make here bad. Like it's like 20% better in the Philippines. It's just better. You notice it. But here, it's just as good, dude. And better than McDonald's, in my opinion. Right? And everyone can argue that, whatever. But I think the quality-wise and the amount of food you get, the spaghetti, oh my gosh, the spaghetti. The little shrimp thing that you can get, I think that's called what, pancit, right? Or something like that. And then the chicken. Like, don't get me started on the chicken. The chicken is ridiculous. The pie, the peach pie. Come on, dude. It's just much better. It's crispier, crunchier, and then you get apple pie at McDonald's. Bro, sometimes it's like a hit or miss. Like it's either burnt or it's too goopy. It's like never in between. But for some reason at Jollibee, they've perfected everything. I'm telling you.
Customers waiting hours for fried chicken.
There were people lined up for hours. And when I say hours, I'm saying 2:30 in the afternoon yesterday was when the first person showed up in line.
This isn't some quirky
insane.
novelty. Jollibee is a $5 billion fast food empire that has already destroyed McDonald's in the Philippines. And now, in McDonald's own habitat, it's quietly doing the unthinkable, stealing its customers in America. McDonald's has been the king of fast food for decades.
Yeah.
But Jollibee has a secret weapon. Food so different, so deeply loved.
Yeah, bro, name another place where you can go and just get spaghetti as a fast food. And on top of that, be so damn good. Not some dry-ass spaghetti either. Like, other places, like, if you were to go... this is, like, the thing is, like, when I first heard about it long ago, before I traveled to the Philippines, before I tried Jollibee, the idea of a fast food fast food like Jollibee that just sells spaghetti as a side. That doesn't even make sense. A fast food in general just selling a spaghetti makes no sense, even in America. But then when you order one and it's so good with like these little hot dogs and it's made with a ketchup, like a banana ketchup, bro, it changes your life. And I'm not over exaggerating here. I'm saying it changes your life in the sense that you think about fast food differently. Like fast food doesn't have to be just like the simple burger this, that's it. Burger fries, America, burger fries, right? It could be like the spaghetti and be delicious, or it could be some little shrimp, or it can be this. Like, and it can be juicy, delicious chicken. It doesn't have to be some oversaturated something, you know?
People don't just eat it. They obsess over it.
Yeah.
This is the story of how a small Manila ice cream parlor transformed into McDonald's worst nightmare, and how a bee is beating the biggest burger chain in the world. The story begins in Manila in the 70s. A young man named Tony opened a small ice cream parlor. Nothing fancy, just a few tables, scoops of Magnolia ice cream, and a dream. At the time, Tony was just another entrepreneur trying to carve out a living in a busy, chaotic city. But Tony noticed something. Customers weren't just coming for ice cream. They wanted hot food too. So he added hamburgers, fried chicken, and spaghetti to the menu.
That's insane,
At
bro.
first, it was just an experiment, but the hot meals quickly outsold the ice cream. That's when Tony realized he wasn't in the ice cream business anymore. He was in the fast food business. In 1978, Jollibee was officially born. The smiling red bee was chosen as the mascot because bees work hard, stay cheerful, and just like Filipinos, they thrive in groups. The brand wasn't just about food, it was about family, fun, and togetherness.
Yeah, don't get me started on the ads. The ads always like the most beautiful yet sad. I have a whole compilation on my channel of watching the ads. Bro, they make me cry. Like, why you want my chicken to be soggy? Because when I remember these ads while I'm like eating the chicken, I'm a teardrops all over the chicken. What? Why, dude? But it's beautiful. Overall, it's very beautiful. It's completely different than what you're used to seeing, especially for ads for fast food. Completely different. So it is unique in that sense. Like, they completely took a different route. And besides the spaghetti and everything, and it's quality. It really just tastes like quality, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. Fast food is still fast food, right? It's still bad for you. But in the sense that when you're at least eating it, you feel like you're eating quality rather than cardboard. You know what I mean? It's like that. Oh, and isn't he also owning Mang Inasal, one of my favorite places besides Jollibee? Oh my gosh, bro.
When McDonald's finally entered the Philippines in the 80s, many thought Jollibee would collapse. How could a local brand fight the global giant? It was a lost case.
Just tastes better.
But Jollibee didn't just fight, it won.
Oh my
By
gosh.
the 90s, it had far more stores in the Philippines than McDonald's. They became the country's #1 fast food chain. I can hear you thinking, how did they make it? They were competing against the biggest fast food chain in the world? Well, their reason was simple. Jollibee didn't try to copy McDonald's. It leaned into Filipino tastes.
Yeah.
Sweet-style spaghetti, rice with fried chicken,
Oh.
burger steaks with gravy. Food that felt familiar, comforting, and uniquely their own.
Also, the Yum Burger is different than other burgers here. It tastes different. I can say this because I've had obviously countless burgers in America. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably one of the best burgers I've had. And I'm not saying that there isn't better, right? Like here in America, maybe Five Guys is way better burger. But Jollibee's not known for that. It's the variety. And if you wanted a burger, it's not like the burger's disgusting, go to Five Guys. It's like if you wanted a burger, but you also wanted chicken, you gonna get the best chicken in a good ass burger. Not the best burger, but a good burger, because the Yum Burger is actually something that tastes so delicious. It tastes like a homemade burger, right? And you don't get that a lot of different places. Sometimes, like, when you eat a burger, you can just tell, man, like, this was like manipulated food machine. And before people correct me and tell me like, oh, well, it's technically made in a food machine in the Jollibee. Okay, I get that, but I'm saying taste-wise. I'm talking about taste-wise. It doesn't taste mechanically made. It tastes homemade. It tastes like someone made it for you at home. You know what I mean? It has that feeling to it. Every time I ate the Yum Burger in the Philippines, be it in the Philippines or here, it just tastes homemade. It tastes delicious. And now, again, I'll repeat over and over. If you want to get a better burger, there's other places. But of course, Five Guys more expensive and this and that. So this is the thing is Jollibee is just best overall fast food, which makes sense as to why it's beating McDonald's, because McDonald's, sometimes you can run into the inconsistency. You can run it over the, okay, this is oversaturated over and over and over again, getting the same kind of food. But Jollibee sticks out because of the difference and the taste and the uniqueness. It's just much better.
This was the formula that would one day carry Jollibee far beyond Manila, all the way to America.
Yeah.
By the late 90s, Jollibee had conquered the Philippines, but Tony had a bigger dream. If Jollibee could beat McDonald's at home, why not take the fight to McDonald's own backyard? In 1998, Jollibee opened its first U.S. store in Daly City, California, a place sometimes called the Pinoy capital of America because of its large Filipino community. The early days weren't easy. McDonald's was everywhere, and American customers didn't know what to make of a menu that served fried chicken with gravy, sweet spaghetti topped with hot dog slices,
it's completely
and a
different
peach
to them,
mango
yeah.
pie. But Jollibee's strength? Well, the Filipino immigrants. For millions who had left home, Jollibee wasn't just fast food. It was a piece of the Philippines, a taste of childhood, of family gatherings, of Sunday lunches back home. Word spread fast. Families would drive for hours just to visit the one Jollibee in their state. Long
Calling me
lines
out.
wrapped around the block on weekends.
Yep.
For Filipinos, eating Jollibee in America wasn't just about food. It was about belonging, the thought of being home. But then, something unexpected happened. Non-Filipinos started joining the lines. At first, out of curiosity, but then they got hooked too, especially on the fried chicken, known as Chicken Joy. It
Best
wasn't just
chicken.
immigrants anymore. Jollibee had found a way to break into the American mainstream. From Daly City, the brand expanded to Los Angeles, New York, and beyond. Each new opening felt less like a restaurant launch and more like a cultural event. The B had officially landed in America.
Crazy, dude.
On paper, Jollibee shouldn't stand a chance, not even in a million years. McDonald's has billions in marketing, decades of brand loyalty, and a menu that's been perfected for American taste.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even necessarily that it shouldn't have happened in a million years. It's more so it makes sense because of the oversaturation, right? People are going to get tired of McDonald's in that sense. And don't get me wrong, people are still going to go back to McDonald's because of that comfort, right? Like you're used to it. But Jollibee kind of adds that uniqueness to the fast food industry. So knowing that, and then knowing that McDonald's is everywhere, people get tired of McDonald's, right? And yes, in different parts of the world, McDonald's have different menu items. Like in the Philippines, it's different items, like maybe ube, certain things. I love that there. In Japan, when I went, the McDonald's has the samurai burger, has a macaroon shake, which I tried in there. And in Italy, when I went, in Paris, they all have different menu items for McDonald's. But the thing is, those people who live there, they're used to it, and then it's oversaturated. They might have already tried, French fry burger, McChicken, things like that. They've already tried it. It's very all right, we've all had McDonald's. That's kind of what started happening. But Jollibee provides something that people are not used to because the Filipino cuisine is different. It needs to be more known. Because for me, I've been making like a homemade sisig already for a while now. I still make it till this day. And there's so many more foods in the Philippines that are so delicious that some people don't even know about. And once they discover, in a way with Jollibee, right? Because they would assume, oh, it's just fried chicken. But if you go and try the different things in their menu, right? Besides the obvious, like the spaghetti, no one is used to that here. There is no, I'll name you some crazy restaurants not crazy, but like some common restaurants in America, like Chipotle, Chick-fil-A. You don't just get a spaghetti with hot dog pieces on it. That doesn't exist. But as simple as it may be, maybe for the Filipinos and stuff, people here aren't used to that. So when they do get it, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is good. And you can get like a shrimp kind of like spaghetti thing. It's delicious. Like it provides so much difference that people are gonna love, and you can't get anywhere else. That's the difference. But McDonald's, you can make the argument that you can get it somewhere else. Like you can get fries other places because McDonald's. But of course, McDonald's fries is a little bit. People can argue that it's better than other places. But same thing with like the burger. The hamburger is not, in my opinion, is not good at all at McDonald's. It has this funky foot taste to it. I don't like it. The only thing I do like is not the hamburger, but the Big Mac is pretty good. See, like that's a little bit different than other places. But other than that, like you can get a burger at other place, but then you know what I mean? It's like it starts to get oversaturated, basically.
So why are people willing to wait 2 hours in line for Jollibee? The answer comes down to one thing: taste. McDonald's may have the Big Mac, but Jollibee has Chicken Joy.
Yeah.
Fried chicken that's so crispy, juicy, and flavorful, it's become a cult obsession.
Yeah.
Lines stretched so far, police had to manage the crowd. And in Orlando, the first customer showed up 30
Yo, I was there in Orlando. That's one of the ones I went to. Drive 2 hours.
6 hours before opening day, just to make sure they'd get their Chicken Joy first. But Jollibee wasn't just expanding restaurants, it was also buying into America. Its parent company, Jollibee Foods Corporation, acquired Smashburger in 2018, gaining an immediate footprint in the American burger scene. A year later, it spent $350 million to buy the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, aiming to compete with Starbucks.
Wow.
These moves weren't just about diversification. They were about building credibility in the U.S. market and learning how to operate at scale. Back at home, Jollibee already knew how to beat McDonald's, and it was applying the same strategy in the U.S. Slowly, one city at a time, it planted its flag. Today, Jollibee has around 70 locations across the U.S., with plans to triple that number in the next few years.
Yeah.
And every time it opens a store, it doesn't just sell food, it sells an experience. McDonald's may have scale, but Jollibee has momentum.
Has
and
difference.
Momentum is how Davids beat Goliaths. Okay, Jollibee still faces a brutal uphill climb in America. McDonald's still towers over the market with more than 13,000 locations. Jollibee, barely 70. McDonald's spends more on advertising in a single week than Jollibee can in an entire year. And competition is everywhere.
Yeah.
In fried chicken alone, it's up against Popeyes, KFC, and dozens of regional chains with
And in my opinion, it's better than Popeyes. Popeyes, I like Popeyes, but the problem with Popeyes is sometimes it's too much fried. And I don't know, I just prefer the flavor in Jollibee.
loyal customers. In burgers, the battlefield is just as crowded. Every corner of America already has a favorite. Even the logistics are brutal. Labor costs are higher. Rent is higher. Regulations are stricter. What works in Manila doesn't always work in Manhattan. Scaling in the US isn't just about selling food. It's about proving you can operate with the same consistency and speed as the giants.
Yep.
And then there's the cultural hurdle. Sweet spaghetti topped with hot dogs is beloved by Filipinos, but to many Americans, it feels strange.
People don't get it.
Especially if you haven't tried it yet. It just looks and feels strange. Rice with gravy may sound like comfort food to some, but confusing to others. Jollibee has to stay true to its roots while still trying to win over a bigger audience. The Red Bee is buzzing louder than ever, but it's flying through heavy winds, and the real test is still ahead. If you measure success in raw numbers, Jollibee doesn't stand a chance. McDonald's is simply too big, too entrenched, too powerful. But here's the thing, beating McDonald's doesn't always mean having more stores or selling more burgers. In the Philippines, Jollibee did the impossible. McDonald's entered the market with global dominance, and Jollibee crushed it anyway. Families chose Chicken Joy over Big Macs. Birthday parties were held at Jollibee, not McDonald's. The Bee didn't just win, it became part of the culture. And in America, the signs are starting to look
now I want some,
familiar.
bro.
Every new Jollibee opening draws lines that McDonald's hasn't seen in decades. Social media buzzes with videos of first-timers trying sweet spaghetti or peach mango pie. Food critics write about it, YouTubers vlog about it. TikTok fans drive for hours just to taste it. That's what beating McDonald's looks like. Not replacing it, not becoming bigger,
Yeah.
but stealing the spotlight.
Bro, that was a fire video. Low-key, I think the idea that Jollibee is still doing this is obvious to me, but not many others. And it's important to note because it is amazing. It's the quality over quantity. And on top of that, they've mastered that kind of idea. It's just amazing. It's an amazing place to go with friends and eat chicken together. Moderately. Don't do it every day. You know what I mean? You're going to have some heart issues, fried food overall and fast food overall, I should say. But knowing that that place is there for whenever you want to just treat yourself. Oh, it's the place to go. Oh my goodness. If there's any place I were to go, it would be Jollibee. 1000%, without a doubt, it would be Jollibee. Thank you guys for linking us over. I love you guys. Till next time. Peace.
How good you been living? Wait, how good you been living? I've been living too good for you. I've been living too. Did what I did and I do it again. Every move that I make, I ain't feeling repent. Nobody believes to believe it's a friend, and you question your moves like you really won't end. Really?